Hey everyone, the movie that will test your endurance when 100 teenage boys are forced into a brutal walking contest in our movie preview video of The Long Walk. This dystopian thriller directed by Francis Lawrence is based on Stephen King's 1979 novel Walk for Your Life or Die. Witness the chilling moments and raw determination for survival that will give you goosebumps when the film hits the United States theaters on September 12th, courtesy of Lionsgate. Let's delve into the movie preview video of The Long Walk by discussing its positive and negative aspects. Before we dive deep into the movie preview video, let's first understand what the movie is all about. In a bleak future version of the United States ruled by a strict, powerful regime, each year 100 teenage boys are forced to take part in a horrific contest called the Long Walk. They must keep walking all the time, at least 3 miles per hour without stopping. If a boy falls too slow, drops below the pace, he receives a warning. After 3 warnings, he is executed by soldiers standing by to enforce the rules. Among all of them, only one walker remains alive and he wins whatever he wants for the rest of his life. The story follows Raymond Garrity, a 16-year-old who joins the walk and gradually bonds with other walkers. As the march continues, the boys endure brutal physical exhaustion and emotional pain, forming fragile friendship while knowing that only one of them will survive. In the end, Raymond is the last one standing, but is deeply shaken. Rather than stopping, he keeps walking toward a mysterious dark figure which depicts that he may be trapped in a cycle of trauma or unable to stop himself. Positives of the movie: The Long Walk is one of the most painfully emotional and intense films I have seen in a long time. It is not just sad, it is gut-wrenching. The movie sticks closely to the dark tone of Stephen King's original novella and never tries to make things comfortable for the audience. There is no softening, no happy moment, just raw emotion and constant tension. What really stood out to me was how deeply the movie dives into the psychological toll of the characters. The story was filmed in the same order as it happens in the movie, which adds to the emotional truth of it. You can feel the weariness on the actors' faces, and for good reason. The cast reportedly walked up to 15 miles a day during filming to show the real physical and mental strain the characters go through, and it shows. You do not just watch the film, you feel it. While it is a horror dystopian thriller on the surface, the movie is more than that. It feels like a powerful statement about war, senseless competition, and how far people will go just to survive. That theme of survival under impossible odds hits hard, especially with the growing bond between Raymond and Peter, 2 boys who know only one of them can make it out alive. Their connection adds so much emotional weight and makes everything even more heartbreaking. Visually, the film is bleak and intense, perfectly matching the story. The scenes of execution are terrifying and brutal, just as they should be. There is no holding back, and the tension never lets up from the first step of the walk to the very last. As someone who's read the novel, I was surprised by how faithful and powerful this adaptation turned out to be. Many doubted this story could even be made into a film without losing its soul, but the filmmakers nailed it. They captured the dread, the despair, and the strange friendship that form under pressure. In the end, The Long Walk is not just a horror story, it is a heartbreaking reflection of human endurance and how easily we accept violence as entertainment. It is not an easy watch, but it is a film that sticks with you. For fans of Stephen King, this might be one of the most powerful adaptations yet. Negatives of the movie: the movie is based on a short and simple novel, so turning it into a full-length film feels like a stretch at times. It often struggles to keep the momentum going. The film stays very true to the book's dark and hopeless tone, but that might push away viewers who prefer something a bit more uplifting. Since the plot is very minimal, it sometimes fails to keep the audience emotionally engaged or interested. While the film is faithful to the book's intensity, the constant trauma and darkness can feel overwhelming, especially for sensitive viewers or teenagers. It might be the most brutal Stephen King adaptation of 2025. Most of the movie is just walking and talking, and without strong pacing or emotional ups and downs. Many scenes drag or feel repetitive. Also, the marketing leans heavily on Richard Bachman's name, almost forgetting to mention Stephen King's, which seems unfair. The violence is graphic and the tone is relentlessly grim, which might turn off casual viewers. One big change is that Raymond, who was 16 in the book, looks much older in the movie. This take away from the character's young, vulnerable feeling and makes his journey feel less emotional or believable. The story of this dystopian thriller is gripping, but the narration falls a bit flat. Luckily, the direction is top notch and keeps things exciting. The supporting cast does a good job, but it's Raymond and Peter truly steal the show with their outstanding performances. The cinematography in The Long Walk is stunning with fantastic locations that really bring the story to life. The movie boldly brings one of Stephen King's darkest early novels to the screen. It looks great and stays true to the emotional depth of the book. At its heart, the film has a strong emotional bond between characters that add real feeling to the intense dystopian setting and deeper social messages. But be warned, it is dark, intense, and not for the faint-hearted. Still, if you are up for a gripping, emotional, and thought-provoking ride, The Long Walk might just be one of the most unforgettable movies of the year. The Long Walk is totally worth watching, and it is hitting theaters all to September. The Long Walk hits hard with both chilling horror and deep emotions. It stays true to Stephen King's dark story, making it one of the most exciting dystopian thriller to look out for this year. If you love intense character-focused horror, this one is a must-watch, but it is seriously not for the faint-hearted. The Long Walk has impressed many critics, and we are giving it a solid 3.5 out of 5 stars when it hits theaters. This rating is sure to boost its box office numbers. We are predicting it will pull in around 13 million in its opening weekend. And that's a wrap for our The Long Walk movie preview video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to show some love by hitting that like button, sharing with your friends, dropping a comment, and subscribing to our channel. Please use the thanks option as much as you can to support us. Your support means the world to us. Catch you all in our next video. Until then, take care, stay safe, stay youthful, and keep watching our videos. Thank you.